I didn't go to my brother's wedding over a bridesmaid dress. My brother Jake was getting married to this girl who seemed super sweet at first. She was all smiles and hugs whenever I was around, but when it came time to pick bridesmaid dresses, her true colors started showing. She wanted everyone to wear this specific coral pink dress that cost $800, not including alterations. I'm a college student working part-time at a coffee shop making barely enough to cover my rent and ramen noodles. $800 might as well have been $8,000. I politely told her I couldn't afford it and asked if there was maybe a cheaper option or if I could get something similar in the same color. She literally laughed at me and said, if I couldn't afford to be in her wedding, maybe I shouldn't be in it at all. But then she quickly backtracked when she realized how that sounded and suggested I could just borrow money from my parents. Here's the thing, my parents died in a car accident when I was 17. Jake knew this. His fiancé knew this. I've been on my own since then, working my way through school with student loans and whatever jobs I could find. I explained my situation again, thinking maybe she forgot. She rolled her eyes and said I was being dramatic and that everyone has to make sacrifices for weddings. Then she suggested I could sell some of my stuff or pick up extra shifts to make it happen. I was already working 30 hours a week on top of full-time classes. I had nothing left to sell except my laptop, which I needed for school, and my car, which I needed to get to work. The whole thing made me feel like absolute garbage. Jake wasn't much better. When I went to him for help, he said his fiancé was just stressed about wedding planning and that I should try to understand. He offered to lend me the money, but I'd have to pay him back within 6 months with interest because they were saving for a house. Interest. From my own brother. For a dress I'd wear once to watch him marry someone who clearly thought I was beneath her. That's when I realized this wasn't really about the money. It was about respect. She could have easily picked a less expensive dress or worked with everyone's budgets. Instead, she chose to make it a test of who really wanted to be there for her special day. I told Jake I couldn't make it work and wouldn't be in the wedding party. He got angry and said I was being selfish and trying to ruin his big day. His fiancée jumped in and said she wasn't surprised because I'd always been jealous of their relationship and was probably looking for an excuse to cause drama. The whole thing blew up. Jake said if I couldn't support him as a bridesmaid, then maybe I shouldn't come at all. I said fine and didn't go to the wedding. I spent that Saturday working a double shift at the coffee shop, making the money I would have blown on a dress I'd never wear again.